Hey YouTube, it's Danielle. This week's YouTube Pagan Challenge topic is week 37. What does light enlightenment mean to you? This one's going to be a bit of a challenge because as far as I think this one and the afterlife one will be a bit of a challenge because I have my ideas on what these things are, but they certainly don't apply to anyone else. Light, generally speaking, people tend to think of it as the good things that happen. And like the enlightenment would be either separating yourself from the mundane world or joining into the godhood or becoming some sort of divine being in and of itself. And I'm not totally sure I can get on board 100% with any of those ideas. I kick around that soccer ball, so to speak, and I have things that I think could be true, but I'm not locked into it in any sort of like capital T truth. That kind of defeats the purpose of the path that I'm on anyway. It's kind of an antithesis of my way. I think the idea of some sort of like apotheosis type of thing where, a mortal becomes God is interesting and kind of entertaining. But it isn't something that I necessarily personally subscribe to or don't subscribe to. Does that make any sense? It's just not something I really think about too terribly much in that manner of speaking, I suppose. So I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I could ramble on about nothing, but I think this one, the reincarnation, afterlife, and then the darkness and endarkenment. Does it actually say that? I think it is. I think it's like endarkenment. Oh, the shadow mean to you, which will be week after next. So the shadow I think will be a little bit easier because using it as the shadow. But yeah, I don't really have too much to say on this week's topic, so I figured I'd get it out of the way real quick and put that out there.